The UFC has had some goofy ass main events this year, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the goofiest main event fighters of the year of 2025. Before we go ahead and get into the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get it started. Head kick dead, bloody head kick dead, Leon fucking Edwards in a main event in 2025 against Sean Brady, man. Absolutely pathetic, goofy ass performance from Leon Edwards, former champion, by the way, former welterweight champion of a few years. Leon Edwards, eh? That just shows. That just shows. Leon Edwards is still ranked number 4. He got bullied. You don't let him bully you, son. Don't let him fucking bully you, son. He got bullied by Sean Brady in that main event in front of his home crowd in London, England. He literally got his ass whooped. Completely whooped. The crowd was leaving by the time he was in the 4th round and he was getting choked out. Before he got choked out by Brady, the crowd was leaving. They knew. They knew it was over. He got embarrassed. He got bullied. They let you bully your son. You let them bully your son. Head kick dead. That shit didn't work against Brady. He got smothered. He got bullied. It was embarrassing. It was goofy. It was silly. Now just seeing Leon Edwards. So looking at Leon Edwards, all I think is a goofball, man. He's a goofball main event fighter. We're not going to see him in a main event anytime soon, anytime in the future, I believe, unless we chuck him in the Apex. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they put this guy in the Apex. He's fighting Protez. Let's pray he gets KO'd. Let's pray he gets headshot dead, man. I don't see him finishing Protez. I don't see him beating Protez. He is one of the goofiest main event fighters. You know, the fact that he's had so many main events is ridiculous. He's fought Kamaru Usman. He's fought Colby Covington. He's fought Kamaru again. Obviously, he fought Bilal. Then he just fought Brady. He's been in only main events. He was in a main event over Tom Aspinall. I know it was for the interim belt, but holy hell, we are not putting Leon Edwards in a main event ever again. Goofy ass Leon Edwards, headshot dead. Headshot dead, brother. He's not getting that shit done anymore. Get Leon Edwards out of every single main event. We're not putting him in the main event unless it's in the Apex. I will live and I will die by this. We will move on, though. We will move on, man. I'm a little emotional about Leon Edwards. Pisses me off seeing him in the main event, especially the way he performed against Brady. He just got smothered and destroyed. We move on, though, to the next fighter. What am I saying? Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker, main event in 2025. Goofy as Johnny Walker was able to hit the worm and emote on somebody after KOing them in the 2nd round. Johnny Walker back in the win column in the big 2025 in a main event, hitting the worm on Ming Yang Zhang in China. Holy moly. If you'd told me that a year ago, I would have told you you're insane. I would have actually told you you're a joke. You're insane. There's zero chance that's happening. Like, genuinely, like, unfathomable. But the goofiest fighter in the UFC, Johnny Walker, was able to pull off a fluke KO over a blockhead light heavyweight. Zhang Ming Yang, man, the prospect down. But Johnny Walker did it. He fraud checked the fuck out of him. He did it. He absolutely destroyed Zhang Ming Yang in the 2nd round with them chopping with the leg kicks, battered him on the ground, and finished him in the 2nd round. Hit the worm on him at the end of the fight in 2025. Insane stuff, Johnny Walker main event 2025. One of the goofiest fighters, and in a main event in 2025, goofiest main event fighter. He was supposed to be fed to Ming Yang Zhang. The UFC was praying Johnny Walker would get chinned, but he pulls off a fluke KO over the blockhead Ming Yang Zhang. Absolutely amazing performance from Johnny Walker. Don't know how he did it. He went full Khabib Nurmagomedov off the rip. No, sorry, he went Hamzat Chimaev off the rip, dove for the legs, ended up on bottom position, got beat up, just looked like a goofball. Got back to his feet, started chopping the legs, keeping it at a distance, running around the octagon, scared of those shots of Ming Yang Zhang. And then in the 2nd round, chopped him up with the leg kicks, finished him with leg kicks, man. Oh my God, he dropped Ming Yang Zhang and finished him on the ground. Just a goofy win, a goofy performance, and then a goofy guy in general, man. The end, when he gets picked up by his team and he spreads his leg up, he hits the face, man. It's so funny. Goofy Johnny Walker. This has got to be one of the best guys, the goofiest guys to have in a main event, especially in 2025. Would have never thought he would have pulled off a victory in 2025 in a main event in China against Ming Yang Zhang. If you told me that a year ago, I would have called you crazy. Genuinely. But we will move on, man. One of my favorite goofy main event fighters, Johnny Walker. We're going to move on to the next one. Dricus Duplessis, man. Dricus Duplessis still knocks DDP, man. No longer champ, unfortunately, man. No longer champ, man. He got smothered by Chimaev in the most boring, goofy performance ever. Holy moly. I was disappointed. Dricus Duplessis, man. South Africa. But it's okay. It's okay. DDP's going to be back. He's going to be in another main event. Come on. Put him in a fight night main event, man. In front of a live crowd. bring it to Africa. No, I'm joking. If he would have beat Chimaev, they could have thought about Africa, an Africa card or an African card. That would have been sick. Put Kamaru on there. You put okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna sound terrible, man. Kamaru is Nigerian, isn't he? Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. You put Izzy on there. You put DDP on there. You get what I'm saying. That would have been sick. Couldn't do it. Obviously, DDP lost the belt, but still one of my favorite goofy fighter main event fighters, man. He still throws his shots like he doesn't know how to strike. He still goes. It's so tough, man. It looks like he's swimming. It looks like he's doing front stroke. If he could probably hit a backstroke shot on somebody, to be honest. If he had his back turned and he started trying to backstroke, he'd probably knock somebody out somehow in a goofy manner. But DDP, one of my favorite goofy main event fighters. He obviously had that fight against Strickland early on in 2025. Whooped Strickland's ass, broke his nose, was just piecing him up. Pinging him with the jab on the feet, man. Piecing him up. Big hooks, big meaty hooks, everything. Everything he was mixing it up. You love to see it. And then he fought Chimaev, got murked. Almost subbed Chimaev in round 5. That would have been the goof max. That would have been goof max, man, if he choked out Chimaev in round 5 after getting dominated and literally like 50-45. It was even worse than 54. It was like a 50-44. It was disgusting. But DDP lost that fight, got brutalized, almost finished Chimaev round 5. Unfortunately, Goofy champ's down, man. Another Goofy champ down. Fuck. DDP will get the belt back. I know it. I know my GOAT DDP will get the belt back, but one of my favorite goofy main event fighters, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And that brings me into my next goofy main event fighter, man. David Onama, bro. This isn't even like he's goofy. It's just like, what is this main event? Look at this. And I don't just got Onama here. I got Steve Garcia here too. What is this main event? It's not. I'm not even picking one of them as being goofy. The main event as a whole is goofy. Steve Garcia versus David Onama. David Onama beat a washed Giga Chikadze. Got himself ranked. And who did Steve Garcia beat? A washed Calvin Kattar, who was somehow still ranked and got himself a ranking, man. Insane. Calvin Kattar has gifted 2 people rankings now. I should put Kattar here, but he's not a main event fighter. But these guys are in a main event now. Garcia, Onama, November 1st in the Apex. What the fuck is that main event? But honestly, overall, the Apex card is pretty solid. But the main event is just like, what is this goofy, goofball main event? We know it's going to be a scrap, to be honest. It's going to be a scrap. I'm glad they're putting them up against each other rather than putting them up against, like, legends. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys had, like, just chucked them into a top 5 matchup or something. But I'm glad they didn't. Because Onama beat Washed Giga. Steve beat Washed Calvin Kattar, who literally gifted a ranking to Yusuf Zalal as well. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And Yusuf Zalal is in the top 10 now. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But this is a goofy main event. Steve Garcia is going to be winging those big hooks. He's going to be winging big hooks. David Onama is going to be throwing big uppercuts. Like, it'll be a scrap. Don't get me wrong. But it is a goofy main event. You just look at that main event. You're like, this is what the UFC standard is now for a main event. Number 13 versus number 12 in the world, who both just got ranked off of bums, off of washed bums. No offense to Chikadze and Kattar, but a little bit of offense, man, because they're both washed bums. They just are. They're washed. They shouldn't have been ranked in the first place. And they gifted rankings to Steve Garcia and Onama. This is like watching a prelim fight in a main event of an Apex fight. Like, this is a prelim fight of any pay-per-view. Like an early prelim fight of any pay-per-view. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Steve Garcia's worked his way up. He's gotten a bunch of knockouts. He deserved to get a shot at the rankings, but he got a free one against Kattar. He should have fought somebody a bit tougher, a bit higher up, somebody who would have actually gave him a scrap, man, because Kattar did not give him a scrap. He doesn't throw. He's too gun-shy. Onama faced Giga Chikadze, who literally just laid on his back the whole time. David Onama just won the fight by just grappling and holding him down. It was boring as fuck. So, goofy main event, silly main event. You look at this main event. For the casuals that are going to look at this, they're going to be like, what is this main event? They don't know either of these fighters. Every single casual in the UFC don't know who David Onama and Steve Garcia are. They're going to look at this main event and like, oh, who's fighting this Saturday night? Oh, man, David Onama and Steve Garcia are in the main event. Who? Bro, like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Whatever, though. It is what it is. At least it's in the Apex. If this was a Fight Night main event in front of a live crowd, it would have been a mega crash out. Guaranteed crash out. Goofball fest. Goofball main event. Whatever. It is what it is. I guess we'll take it. We'll take what we can get, I suppose. At least they're fighting each other. They're not fighting up in the rankings. We will move on, though, to the next goofy main event fighter. One of my favorites of all time. Derek Lewis, one of my favorite goofy main event fighters of all time. This man is unstoppable in the goofy main event. The fight, the one fight night per year that he's in that main event. Rodrigo Nascimento, now Taliesin Teixeira, back-to-back KOs. The goofy this is one of the goofiest main event fighters of all time. The knockout king. The knockout man himself, D. Lou, man. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. Initially, when I saw this fight made, the Lewis versus Teixeira fight, I was like, holy shit, we're about to get our 2025 version of D. Lew in a main event. And I was like, this is about to be just a terrible fight. D. Lew knocks him out in 30 seconds. You know what you're getting with Derek Lewis in the main event. He's going to throw down, man. He's going to try to knock you out, and he will most likely knock you out, especially if you're a bum in the bottom top 15 of the heavyweight division. He's knocking you out. He's putting you to sleep. D. Lew got it done against Teixeira. Teixeira fell like a tree. He was up, and then he was all the way down, man. And Teixeira tried to climb his way up the fence, and D. Lew just laid it on him. People were saying early stoppage. I don't give a fuck, man. Derek Lewis KO, 30 seconds. Didn't waste our time. That's what we love to see with Derek Lewis. Didn't waste the fans' time. You get action immediately with Derek Lewis. It's either kill or be killed. You love to see it. And he's one of the goofiest fighters of all time, man. You know, he wins, and then he does his face, and he goes down, and then he takes his shorts off, starts swinging his shorts around. He calls Trump, man. He does whatever he wants. He does whatever he wants in the main event. He does not give a fuck. Derek Lewis got to be one of the best main event fighters of all time. Nobody can prove me wrong. Nobody can tell me any different, man, because Derek Lewis will always be a main event fighter. I don't give a fuck, honestly. When I see a Derek Lewis main event in 2025, 2026, we're going to see one in 2026, guaranteed. Guaranteed we're going to see one in 2026. Derek Lewis literally looked like he was in better shape in this fight than he'd ever looked in his entire life. I think we can just chuck Derek Lewis in a main event fight night in front of a crowd, a live crowd, every single year. And it is what it is, man. People are still going to watch. We're still going to watch. We're still going to tune into D. Lew main event. And he's one of the goofiest guys of all time, man. One of the goofiest guys of all time. You got to love Derek Lewis. If you don't love Derek Lewis, what are you doing? You're not an MMA fan, man. But we're going to move on. I got to stop glazing the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, man. But one of the best, goofiest fighters. One of the best, goofiest main event fighters of all time, for sure, without a doubt. And he's going to get a main event in 2026, guaranteed. Let's go. We move on, though, to the next goofy main event fighter. He had his main event this year. We knew it was going to happen, man. And we need the rematch. Marvin Vettori. We need the Vettori versus Dolidze 3. We need the trilogy fight in the Apex. We need it. We need it so bad, boys. We need it. Marvin Vettori, the Italian dream, gets his annual main event, against Roman Dolidze in the Apex for the rematch that everybody anticipated. The rematch we needed. Right, guys? Marvin Vettori, man, just one of the silliest, goofiest main event fighters. Like, he just 1-1-2, 2-2-1, 1-2-1, 2-2-1, 1-1-2. Okay, eat a couple shots. Eat like the biggest check left hook of your life. Go, and then just keep pushing forward. Dude's got an iron chin. He doesn't get knocked out. He doesn't get knockouts. He doesn't get finishes. He's just a goofball. Marvin Vettori is one of those guys that we're going to see in the Apex till the end of time unless they cut him. We're going to see him in the Apex end of time, man. Marvin Vettori is like an Apex main event. He's a staple. He's an Apex main event staple. We had him against Roman Dolidze, too, in the Apex not that long ago. You know, he fought Brendan Allen, lost. It was actually a fight of the night. But he's going to get chucked in the Apex again. I just know it. I just know it in 2026. Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze, the trilogy, what we need in the Apex main event. The trilogy. It's what we need, right, guys? Right? Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. But imagine Marvin Vettori. I know it's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to happen. I have this itch that Marvin Vettori versus Dolidze 3 in the Apex is about to happen. And then we're going to get Dana White. What's going on, kids? If you don't know now, you know. Marvin Vettori, Roman Dolidze, the main event for the trilogy fight. The fight everybody's been waiting for. Like, bro, oh my God, we're about to see this. I swear to God, we're about to see a Dana White live, and he's going to announce Marvin Vettori, Roman Dolidze 3 in the Apex in like fucking January or something. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't even be shocked. Or they do it in February, like a year after they did the second fight, and there's like, Dana White's going to be like a year after. Let's see what's changed, guys. Let's see what's changed. Maybe these kids got it. Maybe Marvin Vettori can get the one up on Roman Dolidze. They're 1-1 in their two fights right now. We need the trilogy. Right, guys? Anyways, Marvin Vettori, goofball fighter, goofy main event fighter. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets an Apex main event in 2026. I mean, dude. The problem is he doesn't get finishes and he doesn't get finished. He's just a stone block. He's a punching bag, a moving punching bag, but he is entertaining from time to time, and he's a goofball, man. We will move on to the next main event, goofy fighter, and my absolute favorite. I'm going to see him in fucking October. Rainer the Ritter RDR, my favorite main event goofy fighter. Come on, main event against Whitaker, now main event against Allen. Tell me Brendan Allen versus Rainer the Ritter is not the goofiest main event of the year, bro. And I'm going to see it live. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I was hating on Brendan Allen main event, but I've just thought about the stylistic matchup of Brendan Allen versus Rainer de Ritter. I don't know what's gonna happen. I was so sure about Rainer. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Who's gonna slip on a banana peel? Who is gonna knock themselves out on the other person's fucking calf or something and bonk their head on their leg and then get knocked out or something? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna pull a hammer out the octagon? Who's gonna teleport DDP into the octagon? Like, I don't know. Who's gonna tag in? DDP's gonna hop over the fence. Hey man, DDP's in. Like, bro, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen. But Rainer de Ritter is the goofiest main event fighter of all time. We just saw him go 5 rounds with Whitaker, and it was the silliest, funniest thing that I've ever seen. I was on a trip I was watching. I was like, what am I watching right now? What am I actually watching? Rainer de Ritter, flying knee. Oh, and then he just drags Whitaker down to the mat, and then he just sits on him. And then they get back up. He starts striking again. He goes knee to the body. Big overhand right from Whitaker. He gets dropped. He's like, he's looking up at Whitaker like, oh my god, I'm so done. And then he hooks Whitaker, like just the silliest stuff. The goofy, like, you don't know what to expect with an RDR main event, and you don't know what to expect with the Brendan Allen main event. He lost a split decision to Chris Curtis on short note. Like, I don't know what to expect. I think this is going to be the goofiest main event of the year, and RDR's got to be the goofiest main event fighter, one of the goofiest main event fighters of the year, without a doubt. He fought Whitaker. He's fighting Allen now. He's probably going to get a main event if he beats Allen in 2026. Like, I don't know what's going on, but RDR is such a funny fighter, such a goofy fighter, the second coming of DDP, and that is the next fight to make. If RDR beats Brendan Allen, RDR DDP fight a main event in 2026. Come on, that is the ultimate goofball fight. That's my dream fight. It's my dream fight out of every division, out of middleweight. Every division, that is the dream fight. That's the fight where I'm like, oh my god, what is gonna happen? Who's gonna knock themselves out with a hammer? Who's gonna drop an iron on the other person's head? Who's gonna chuck a brick into the other person's head? Who's gonna slip on a banana peel? Who's gonna teleport an anvil onto the other part? Like, I genuinely, it's the goofiest fight of all time. When that matchup gets made, I'm gonna be enlightened. I'm gonna go to wherever that fight is, and I'm watching it live. I'm gonna try at least. Rainer de Ritter, funniest, goofiest fighter. Him versus DDP is a dream matchup. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful, goofy matchup of all time. But we're going to move on to the final goofy main event fighter of 2025. Come on, man. Jamal Hill. Sweet dreams. Go to sleep. Sweet dreams, Hill. Bro, Jamal Hill in the main event 2025 against Khalil Roundtree. Oh my goodness, bro. I was in Greece watching this fight at like 11 or 12 p.m., man. I had to leave for my flight, and I'm watching this fight, and my friends are like, yo, let's leave. This is so boring. And I'm like, bro, please. Like, I think something's going to happen. 25 minutes of Jamal Hill going. Bro, he had no idea what he was doing in there. He got his ass whooped by Khalil Roundtree. Khalil didn't do anything. He didn't have to do anything. All he did was counter Jamal and drop him. Drop him on his freaking face. And Jamal's on the hit list of Paul Craig, man. This is a goofy fighter through and through, a goofy main event fighter through and through. Jamal Hill will be in the Apex in a main event very shortly. I can almost guarantee that. I can almost put my life on it. Jamal Hill will be in a goofy main event in the Apex in 2026. Oh my goodness, man. He got whooped by Alex Pereira after talking so much shit in that main event. Got chinned and was just out of it, completely out of it, and then got his ass whooped for 25 minutes against Khalil Roundtree in Azerbaijan, where he had no idea what was going on. He didn't know what to do. It was silliness all around, goofiness all around. I don't want to see Jamal Hill in the main event ever again, but I have a very, very strong feeling we're going to see him in the Apex in 2026, early 2026, Apex main event. I wouldn't be shocked, man. Let's get the Jamal Hill, Paul Craig rematch in the Apex. Come on. It's what we want. It's what we want to see, boys. But that's the entire video. Those are all my favorite goofy main event fighters of 2025. Let me know who your favorite goofy main event fighter of 2025 is, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys very soon. See you.